hello, wonderful people. This is your friend Onyinyechi. You can call me Onyi for short. I'm here actually to fulfill a promise I made to myself when I was trying to find my foots on how to go study abroad. There were things I was looking for. I was looking for, just as many of us, I was looking for a school that would provide me funding. I was looking for a school in a country that has global relevance as long as education is concerned, and that was the US, right? And I told myself that when I'm able to find this, when I'm able to provide solution to my problem, I'm going to share it out there to as many that are in that same shoe, in that category I was at then. What made mine most interesting is the fact that I didn't have money. I know there are people that can pay agents to get this information or maybe have them do some of these processes for them, but for me, I didn't have the funds. So I was looking for how best to do it by myself because I knew I had all it would take to get it. I also know you have those qualities in you. We will just in this process bring them up. We'll build back your confidence. We'll build back your resolute to get things done. Back to my story. So when I was looking for this both a school and someone that can guide me, I found someone online that it's more like a professional that helps people do these things at a cost. When I inquired of the price, I was told it was almost about 1,000 Canadian dollars, and I didn't have that. So I was like, can you give me a discount? I've gone this far, I've done this, I've done that. Is there a way you can help? And she said, if it's expensive for me, that I can try ignorance, that education is expensive, that I should try ignorance. And like others that were commenting on that session really saw that it was a bad one, and they were like, you didn't have to say that. She only made a comment. She only asked for an answer. So with that, I told myself that when I end up getting this information, I'm going to put it out there. So unlike me, funds will be your problem. I took a long time to get this done because I did not have guidance. I did it for myself and I have done it for a couple of others. So I now realize that I have my results. Apart from myself, I also have people that I have shown this same path and it worked for them, and that's why I'm very sure that it's going to work for you. So sit right back there. In this whole series of episodes I'll be releasing with time, I have several things we'll be talking about. One of them is to actually know, do we need to go up? Do we need this global relevance? Do we need to study abroad? What's the difference between abroad studies and is it not the same study, right? We'll look at that. We'll also consider the problems that might stop you, some of the things that might have stopped you or that will discourage you from going on this. Another thing we'll be looking at are the steps, the things you need to do, those steps that guided me to where I am right now. The steps, several of them. It's not one. There are so many of them that brought me to where I am, and I'm excited at it. The other thing that we'll be looking at is from time to time we'll be interviewing people, those in the UK, some in Canada, in US, in so many parts of the world that have been able to access this information, that have been able to get scholarships globally, like get funded for their studies, get stipends, explore graduate education outside the country. I'm also aware that in Nigeria, we had people come back from Ukraine due to the recent fight, this recent war that is happening in that country. Everyone is in Nigeria, so my heart actually goes out to you if you are looking for ways to go back to school, both those that were already in Nigeria studying before the strike and those that came back from Ukraine due to the Russia Ukraine war. My hearts are with you. So just look out for the coming days. This channel is going to be very, very busy. I want you to know that nothing is capable of stopping you. Having a third class cannot stop you if you don't stop yourself. Graduating with an ND or a HND cannot be a barrier to your assessing global education. So I want you to hang in there. This is going to be a loaded one, and trust me, if I am excited today, you'll be more happy in the future if you can only stick around and ensure that you follow through with all that we are going to say here, and take notes, as well as ask questions when you are confused. I wouldn't want you to just read and pass. I won't want you to like keep mute, or when you're hooked up, when you're confused, you keep quiet and you just go. No, I want you to ask your questions. Be bold. I was in your shoe. I was one of you. I really wish there was a platform like this back then, but I didn't have that. And here I am today on my own, deciding to hold you by the hand, to guide you through all I've gone through. I'll also show you how we will communicate with graduates, admission officers, as well as send cold emails to professors requesting to work with them in their research areas. These are the things I had done before, and I want to guide you through this. I know there are so many people that have done it, but the truth is that when you are outside the country studying, you're so busy, you might not be able to answer people's questions, you might not be able to pick calls, so I would want you to make your comments, put your comments on the comment section, ask your questions, and just be open, right? Be open, and let's work this part together. I will also finally want you to make recommendations. If there are things you will want us to talk about that are really of concern to you, go ahead, drop it on the comment section, and then look forward to more videos and information, very vital information coming out from this channel. I assure you, all I'm trying to do is to be a part of your success story. I know that behind every glory there is a story. I am also sure that one day I will tell you more of my story, how I have spent almost a decade on this process. So when I'm telling you that I know these things, I'm not just boasting. I have made applications for people, like when it wasn't forthcoming for me, I was able to see that I can help people go through it, and by the time I was sharing my information and my wealth of knowledge from the things I had done, right, and it was working for people, I knew that I wasn't doing anything wrong. Maybe God was just taking me through another path. And till today, I'm excited at the things I'm doing, both for individuals and now that I'm bringing it here. And I sincerely assure you that if you follow everything we are doing here, like follow it judiciously and not get tired at any time, you're going to be excited. You will share your testimony in a year's time. You're going to be in the country of your desire, studying that course that you will want, and possibly under funding, like when you'll be fully or partly funded. It's possible. You must not have graduated with a first class. I didn't graduate with a first class, right? The other people that I have worked with did not also graduate with a first class. But I think that the most important thing is the information. Beyond the money, beyond the funds, information is key. So from my story, I didn't get to pay the money, but I've been able to get what I wanted because I kept searching. I kept I persevered through all the challenges. I'm not going to tell you that it was easy. It wasn't a walk in the park, but I assure you that once you're consistent and you're determined and you know what you want to achieve, you will certainly get it, just as I did. So please sit in there, relax, get your pen and your paper. We are going to be doing a lot of things together. We'll see how to search for schools, like the criteria to include and what to exclude, based on so many things. And I assure you that you will bring your testimony before you even know it. Sitting there, I hope to see you soon. And I assure you it's going to be a jolly ride. Thank you for coming to my channel today. Please do not forget to click on the subscription button and on the notification bell as well, please, because you need to be the first to know when we are on or when I have released another video, for you to know what part of your game you need to get a notch on. Thank you so much. sincerely know that I love you from my heart. Thank you and God bless you.